Okay, everybody, back at Comic-Con 2017. So we're going to try to give you the main haul. You can see the main drag. Even at 6'4", that's going to be a push to get through. So we're going to take a little bit of the back way. The haul obviously goes down a little ways to my left, but that's mainly vendors, artists, small independents, signings, things like that. So what we're doing right now, since I actually have about a 2.5–3 hour break between panels, in my case not panels, but I'm doing some interviews today, I thought I would make sure to get this in so we don't have to worry about trying to do it over the weekend, because, you know, when you get a 3-hour gap, you take advantage of it. So we have It, we all float down here, Warner Brothers, and you'll get some costuming and stuff along the way, folks. We have Wonder Woman and Green Arrow, Supergirl, I've only been on the main floor a couple of times over the last 2 days, just going to and from appointments. Teen Titans, there's The Crossing. A lot of this I haven't seen myself yet. I've only basically, as I said, walked through, and you catch something here and there, but you don't know what it is, and you don't always get the time to have a look at it up close. There's the Lucifer wings. And of course, there's always a Walking Dead display, and this year is no exception. So over here is the Alexandria Safe Zone. Gonna have to push through the crowd for this, folks, so let me show you what I'm seeing. Yep, crush of people. A lot of people are not crowd people, that's for sure. But yeah. I'm actually going to try to go around. I just figure I'm not going to push through that and record. It's too much trouble. Better to come at it from the other side and give you guys something rather than 2 minutes of heads and shoulders. I don't want to do starting and stopping and editing because too much video to deal with anyway. So here we have the home of the $12 fish taco and the $9.75 burrito. One of the biggest issues is that everybody lines up for this exclusives and signings and things like that, and they do a good job of keeping the lines moving, but they have to get them over to the side. See, like for example, these few folks over here are staging for some signing or some item or whatever, and you essentially, when you do that, you create a tight fit in the corridor. So we've got something promoting Harambe over here. But yeah, this is now you can see why they desperately have been asking for an expansion. Insane. I'm going this way then. If no one's getting through down there. as you can see, a sea of humanity and a sea of chaos. So we're going to try to go this way now, all the way over to the front door, and then turn to the left and cut over that way. Excuse me.
Young Justin. Oh yeah.
Excuse me. Okay. This is cool, the cinema makeup school. Really cool stuff. See, they're making a monster up over there. Bob's Burgers. These are always good. Fox always has some great signing booths and appearances. It's always fun when Doctor Strange is holding up the front of the line, so. And I was like, dude, don't you have a spell? You can open up some pathways and clear this mess? Nickelodeon. Huh? But as you see, we are making more movement. Here's a big signing over there. Getting ready to go over to their panel in a few. But it's the Bob's Burgers, guys, and someone just left a bottle here. BBC America, Nickelodeon, as you can see, we are clearing up a little more. Yeah. Outlander, Jen's over in the panel right now. Or actually, the panel's in a couple of hours, but nonetheless, she's in the panel room. What? We've only gone through maybe a third of this hall, by the way, folks. Maybe, probably 20%. TARDIS. Oh, AC feels good, though. Our Scottish summer home. See, Harambe memes forever. Full moon. Always love seeing full moon. Square Enix, Konami, some of the gamer companies. We're actually going to go see some games at the end of this. Netflix is becoming a bigger and bigger player at Comic-Con, which is wonderful to see with their originals.
What?
The What a Workshop, you see the Warcraft things and the other props, People of Earth, TBS. I had fun with that yesterday. That's the Alien Covenant colonization thing that I was showing you guys about. My Little Pony, Mezco. Yes, you can just get an idea, and this is, not even, this is just one small part. There's multiple panel rooms upstairs. Hall H is behind me. They're already lined up all the way down the waterfront for tomorrow. The Indigo Ballroom's over at the Hilton is doing their animation block. They're packed out. Ballroom 20's upstairs filled. So on and so forth, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then all through the Gaslamp District, there's all sorts of things. The Hard Rock Hotel has got some interesting things. Played a couple of video games over there yesterday that are coming out. See, you can try to grab the hammer. Although, truthfully, this is the wrong place to say, would you like to grab my hammer? You know, just saying. But, the Star Wars booth over to the right, I was in there earlier. A lot of posing, a lot of pictures, a lot of really good memorabilia. You can see the pictures up. Over here we have the Justice League. And I think what I'm going to try to do is move off the main drag a little bit. You know, it's times like this I'm so glad I'm not into collecting all these things. I see how much these things cost, and I think, one, wow, and then two, gee, trying to pay for all of this. Now, I'm going to take a brief moment here, folks, and I'm going to take a photo of the Batmobile, and then we'll be good. But meanwhile, just pay attention to the fun stuff of the Justice League props. Star Wars again.
Guys, this is the real Batmobile from the movie. It weighs 8,500 pounds. Yes. And goes 250 miles per hour maximum speed.
What's the gas mileage?
Not good.
Diesel?
I wish I knew all the engine specs on it. To be honest.
Ridiculous. Holy crap.
Here's a little model of it.
Now. Now this is really cool. This is a WWE thing, and essentially what you do is you go in the cage and you pose. There's one where you can pose with the lightsaber from The Last Jedi. And we posted these up on Wednesday as we were driving over, but we thought we'd give you a shot up close of them. These are the Lego Star Wars. There's Luke Skywalker done entirely in Lego. And we're into the push again. Viz Media, and now we're getting more into the comics area. So obviously Lego, and over there is Dark Horse, and
I see his beanie.
Thor.
I honestly feel like I might even take a stroll like Sunday after.
And we've already hit Entertainment Earth and Sideshow Collectibles, but Dark Horse.
He wants his own sighting. And there we have it, you guys. Thank you so much.
Gonna
Reading something.
gonna change gears. And here they are playing playing the Marvel's Power United that we saw at D23 last week. And like I said, we were over there earlier today for Empire Entertainment Earth. Saw their new line of collectibles. So now we're getting into the area where you have a mix of, how would we put it? Authors, vendors, things like that. I'm actually going to take the, path of least resistance here. And that way when I get to the end, there's always some stuff that I think you'll like. The $9.75 gourmet deli sandwich, but I can tell you the $6 nachos is usually more than enough, even for 2 people. Best option there. My lunch of passion the last time I had to eat here was nachos and a Snapple and a bottle of water. Cost about 10, 11 bucks, $12, but it did work. You know, it's kind of better than paying 12 bucks for a coffee and 2 cookies. That's why we bring our own as much as possible. So as you see, these are the independent artists and comics and things, and we're going to get down to the real, some of the real fun stuff in a moment. I always find it fun that you have this big block of stuff, and then you have to go down to the end to get to what would you call it? Well, the AAA stuff. You have a bunch of AAA stuff surrounded by independents, and then you get to go down and more independents forever to get to the last of the AAA stuff. And it's actually a clever idea because it helps them be guaranteed foot traffic, because they know for a fact if you want to go to certain things, you're going to have to walk by us over and over and over. And over the course of 4 days, 5 if you count preview night, all of a sudden somebody who would say, you know what, I'm not in the mood for a Doctor Who scarf, might all of a sudden say, you know what, I think I do want those. So,
It's going to go all the way to
all
5.
about foot traffic. T-shirts. One of the biggest problems, though, is I've always wondered a lot, you see a lot of people carrying their purchases back to the hotel, and it's a case of, if you buy something, you get it at the end of the night, because you don't want to have to come back, you don't want to have to carry it around. But we've also seen things like at the D23 Expo, where the US Post Office is on hand, and you can arrange to have your purchases shipped right there on the spot. You don't even have to carry them around. You buy them, you arrange the shipping, you get your receipt. Movies, a nice Clerks 2 reference there.
Oh, cool. I'll look at it.
V for Vendetta.
Let it go, Jim.
He literally was like, I was like,
Alright, we're coming up on some of my stuff. My stuff being things that I really wanted to make sure that I saw. And like I said, when I found myself with a 2.5-hour gap between now and when I had to be somewhere, I'll tell you what it is. We're screening Batman and Harley Quinn tonight and then having an interview with the cast. And that's how we're going to end day 2, because tomorrow is interview with I think only a couple of like 90-minute gaps or so in between, and I end the day with like 2 or 3 straight interviews. And so I wanted to make sure to do this. You know, Jen and I had talked about doing some of this later tonight, because apparently when we get done with our last panel, there's still some time that they're going to be open. And we've learned in the past it can be a lot easier to get around here after, 6 o'clock at night. But the flip side is you're also tired, and we want to get on the light rail and get back to our relatives where we're staying and have dinner and just chill out, because we normally get up and out about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Up at 5, usually out by 6, so we can get here to be where we need to. If there's panels that she wants to get into, you gotta know the game. Okay, so this is the end step of the AAA. We have Nintendo, and I always love how they have money to do all this, but when you ask for review material, they cry poverty. Yeah, classic, huh? So over here you have some other stuff. I'm going to take a couple of quick pictures of this. Hold on. It's funny to see these little ones running around. I keep thinking of my granddaughter, just turned 1, our granddaughter, and I keep thinking, would she be into these conventions or not down the road? And, could just see her tearing loose, going crazy, but, that's what you do. So they're playing the new Mario game here. We'll get a nice wide shot of the booth. Cool. You have Tekken 7 over here. The video game corner. Now, there are some off-site gaming lounges. Microsoft usually did one. They are somewhere off in the district. I've seen a Blade Runner VR event out in the Gas Lamp district. My big thing is I just don't like going that way, because you get going and then you get somewhere and they're like, oh, hey, it's only a 20-minute wait or a 30-minute wait, and you go, wow, I've come all this way, I might as well look at it. And then the problem is, oh crud, I got to be across the walkway back at the interview rooms, within 30 minutes. So if I do this, I'm going to have to run, and it becomes too conflicting. So I'm going to take you to the last part, and we're going to finish up the video, and you will be all
Super short right now, so
set.
don't miss out. Party. Don't forget to pick up your replica helmets. We have them left. $20 for the Mega Man replica helmet set. Have a good one. And we also have our poster holders for $10. You get one level 7 biohazard poster.
And here's the Shadows of War set. And folks, thank you so much. We'll be back with more soon. Apparently one or two members of the cast of The Walking Dead showed up, and there was an absolute chaos. Look at this. Somebody said it was one or two of the people from The Walking Dead popped out there. Yeah, I guess we'll find out in an hour or two. Insane, folks, but yeah, there it is.